Hi friends, Sarah here from Books for Curious Kids. Today we're going to be talking about books about space. When I was a kid, I attended a school named after Krista McAuliffe from the Challenger, and a big part of my life was remembering her and the others that lost their lives in the Challenger explosion. And so when the astronauts from the Artemis mission returned safe and sound, it was really meaningful and beautiful. And I had to explain to my kids why and how amazing and important this mission was. So if you are like us and you've really enjoyed watching the developments in space happening again, some of these books might be fun for you. One of them that I really loved is called Who Owns the Moon? So I actually listened to this as an audiobook first, and I loved it so much I had to buy it so that my husband and my sons could read it as well. And they really loved it too. This is by Cynthia Levinson and Jennifer Swanson, two heavy hitters in the kidlit nonfiction world, very talented writers, and it comes across in this book. It's very easy to read, and there's illustrations, and this came out last year, so it's talking about the upcoming Artemis missions, but that just helps you understand the missions even more. But I loved the parts that were talking about the future of space travel and the rights on the moon, kind of the international laws about ownership on the moon and what's going to happen as developments in technology and satellites and more exploration in space happens. So very interesting and very pertinent to our kids' lives, especially. On a lighter note, for that one is for more like the older middle grade reader. My 13-year-old really loved it. He's interested in space, teenagers, adults. For a solid middle grade that is fiction, I really loved Stuart Gibbs' Space Case series. This is a murder mystery sci-fi thriller, but on a lighthearted level, if that makes sense, about a 12-year-old boy that lives on the moon but isn't allowed to go out and explore on the moon, and he's really bored until this mystery comes along. So this is really good, and a graphic novel version just came out too that my son's reading, even though he's already read the other one. He really loves it. So Space Case is a fun one to get kids excited about space. Back on nonfiction, this book by Brian Floca, Moonshot. He is a very talented author illustrator. Brian Floca's books are beautiful. They're usually really large like this. I love his book Locomotive as well. And the text is lyrical and simple. So even though this is about the Apollo 11 mission, the landing on the moon, the text is simple enough for younger readers, and but also kind of captures the excitement of 1969 when this all happened and people were watching on TV and they landed on the moon for the very first time and got to walk on the moon. Armstrong and Aldrin's first steps and how they looked back and saw the Earth up in the sky. So this is a great one also for all ages to kind of capture the excitement and emotion of that first landing and put in context what's happening now. And then for even younger readers, one of the series that I like, it's informational fiction, so nonfiction but on a more playful level with a fictional narrator. is this series by Stacey McNulty, and these are illustrated by Stevie Lewis and David Lichtfield. I first read this one about the sun, 1 in a billion, and it's really cute. The sun is kind of cocky about being a really big star, and just a lot of fun. And he says, I'm not the biggest, so what? Not the brightest, who cares? Not the oldest, whatever. But I am the most important, at least to you earthlings. So a lot of fun facts in there, like, that the light, that it's actually a star, that the sun's actually a star, and that the light from the sun takes 8 minutes to get to us, and things like that. So fun for kids to learn about it. And then she has one about the moon and how it's our best friend. And I loved learning that it helps the earth not wobble. So it like steadies our planet just by having its presence there. And then there's Earth and Mars, and one for each of the planets. So give those a try for the younger readers, and they'll learn a lot of fun things and learn about the universe. And I hope this is helpful. Thanks for joining me on Books for Curious Kids.